Welcome to the Fear and Greed Afternoon Market Report for Tuesday, the 15th of June 2021, where in just a few minutes I'll tell you everything you need to know about what's happened in financial markets and the world of economics today. I'm Michael Thompson, in the chair this afternoon for Sean Aylmer. It was the first trading day of a short week following the Queen's birthday public holiday yesterday for much of the country, and the S&P ASX 200 wasted no time whatsoever in breaking more records, setting a new intraday high of 7,398.6 points. It dropped back a bit this afternoon, but all 11 sectors were up, and the S&P ASX 200 still finished at a new closing record of 7,380 points, up almost 1% for the day. It wasn't the only record to fall, with Commonwealth Bank closing up more than 2% to $103.45 per share. Australia's largest company now has a market capitalisation of almost $180 billion. The top performer on the S&P ASX 200 today was medical technology company ResMed. One of its major rivals announced it would be voluntarily recalling a device for treating sleep apnea. It's expected there might be an increase in demand now for ResMed's devices, and the company's share price closed up 6.8%. Yep, another record. The CEO and CFO of Newey, last year's largest initial public offering, will leave the business after shareholder backlash over the group's inability to meet prospectus forecasts from 6 months ago. Chief Executive Rod Vaudrey will remain in the position till the group's earnings announcement in August, while Chief Financial Officer Stephen Doyle will leave earlier. Newey's share price closed up more than 4% today. The other top performers today included the A2 Milk Company, up 5.4%, Iluka Resources closed 5% higher, and shares in retailer Premier Investments were up another 4.5% today after a good day on Friday when the company significantly revised upwards their earnings forecast. Oaktree Capital has revised its offer to buy out James Packer's stake in Crown Resorts. Oaktree has offered a $2 billion loan to Crown to buy out some of Mr. Packer's interests, and a $1.1 billion loan that converts into Crown shares to buy out the rest. If the deal was done, and there's no indication at this stage that it will be, Oaktree will end up with 9.9% of the company. Crown's share price dropped 0.5% today. Shipbuilder Austal has downgraded its earnings forecast, sending its share price more than 9% lower today. Delays on programs related to border closures, travel restrictions and resourcing challenges have hurt the group in its operations in Australia and in the Philippines. Austal was the worst performer today on the S&P ASX 200. The other big drops came from PointsBet Holdings, down 6.5%, and Nickel Mines Limited, down 4.2%. In economic news, the Reserve Bank board minutes from its June board meeting were released today and showed that the central bank was steadfast in its belief that the official cash rates won't rise until 2024. The board said it was committed to doing what it could to support the Australian economy and would maintain supportive monetary conditions until its goals for employment and inflation were achieved. The RBA said the pickup globally was uneven, and in Australia the economy was stronger than expected, though inflation and wage pressures remained subdued. However, the bank indicated it would be more flexible in its government bond buying program. It didn't say it would pull back, but it is opening the way for changes to the current program of around $5 billion in weekly purchases of bonds. The total value of residential dwellings was close to $8.3 trillion during the March quarter after a surge in house prices. The mean price of a home in Australia is now $779,000, according to the Australian Bureau of Statistics. New South Wales now accounts for 40% of the value of housing across the country, with a 6.2% jump in prices during the quarter. The average price of a residential dwelling in New South Wales is now more than $1 million. Just recapping Wall Street, the Dow Jones Industrial Average finished down 0.3%, the S&P 500 closed up 0.2%, and the Nasdaq closed 0.7% higher. The Aussie dollar is trading at 77.1 US cents, gold is trading at $1,869 US an ounce, and the oil price is just over $77 US a barrel. That's it for the afternoon market report for Tuesday, the 15th of June 2021. Join Sean Aylmer tomorrow morning for the regular edition of the Fear and Greed Business Headlines. I'm Michael Thompson. Enjoy your evening.